Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv/theXisuma. Last time we did this, we got almightily distracted in the best of the ways, having a chat with Mr. Rendiggity Dog. And we never built the redstone, right? Never built the redstone. There's something here that I'd like to investigate, by the way. Well, sort of investigate. There's supposed to be a way for you to remove a block that's being displayed inside of a schematic. I would imagine it's related to the schematic individually. Like, you can ignore entities. Hey, we've got a noise in here. It's Slytro! Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate your 46 months of support. We also had S1W gifting a sub in the pre-stream to Scenario. Thank you for gifting that sub. You might hear I've got a bit of morning voice going on. Oh, it's hard to shake sometimes in the morning. But I got a hot cup of decaf coffee here. Is there a reason for always restarting the stream? Says it's retract. Yes. So the VOD just has the stream and not the little pre-stream wait around. Materialist, schematic verifier. If anyone knows, please let me know in chat. Placement configuration? No, that just goes back. Yeah, so I heard once that there's a way to like filter out blocks in like Madoka. Jadus, good to see you, my dude. Just a little bit of morning voice, nothing too big. Yeah, it's only a little bit, for sure, for sure. Do I have a bunch of that andesite? I'm not gonna use andesite. I'm gonna use this stuff because we always accumulate a bunch of it as junk. Yeah, we've got to build up this redstone, right? And possibly modify some of it. Maybe that can be flipped. I think that can be flipped. Yeah, there's space there. Oh, zombies! Nighttime. Yuck. Gotta sleep. Do you have tea or coffee this morning, says Queen Tail. Decaf coffee for me. I get on the coffee a lot more these days. And I drank absolutely tons of it when I was in America. Oh, here we go. Burning Zombie Express, literally. 3 of them. Ugh. Not anymore, right? That better be it. There'll be a bunch of stone up here. Yeah, there was free decaf coffee. In fact, there was free coffee and there's a whole bunch of free stuff. But I just went ham on that decaf coffee. One day I drank a bunch of it in the evening, and I swear it like gave me an upset stomach. But you got to listen to your body. That's something I'm noticing a lot. Paying attention to your body. What? Just... Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, like, I'm just like, oh, free coffee, I'll drink loads. But then, I noticed if you drink too much of it, it like, I don't know, unsettles you a little. So after that day, I was just like, okay. I don't have to drink this much. If we look at what we've done here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from under these blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's hard to pay attention to your body, but also understand what it tells. Gotta learn, says Exalon. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my history with my body is basically, like, for a long time, I've really pushed myself to meet the goals of the things that I want to do. So I'm quite used to enduring discomfort and, you know, putting up with one thing or another for the bigger picture. Ah. So this one also needs a good old flip. And luckily for us, there's room to do that. So yeah, I guess I should probably build these little clocks first, since We need to get that design sort of... Okay. If you say so, computer game. If that's the rules now. If that's the rules now, then okay. Sure. I believe you. Too much coffee, too much time on the loo. Oh dear. Kasperi, thank you ever so much for 10 months. Time really flies. This will be the first stream I've had to catch live in a while. Well, welcome, my dude. Welcome. Zora Spinner Mama, thank you ever so much for 25 months. 25. Thank you. Did you hear Cub beat Evil X in TCG? I did now. That's awesome. I think that would be the first victory since, like, I made it really hard to beat, right? That's a well-earned victory right there. Everstrew says, I've been listening to my body more. It's hard. I've switched to having 4 small meals a day instead of a few big. It's helped much with energy levels. Yeah, I got on really well with 2 big meals a day, but when I was in New York, it was 3 to 4 meals every day. And some of them were small and snacky. And sometimes after I've eaten like a big meal, it does just feel like, ugh. But the thing is, I eat a lot of like fresh fruit and veggies. And so a lot of that stuff is like big in volume and low in calorie. It makes me wonder like if I can find some maybe like higher calorie foods that are like, you know, easier to consume, something along those lines. That way, you know, you're eating the right amount, but you don't have to eat as often. Oh, I also need that block on the hotbar to complete the puzzle. Yeah, so if we mirror it, should be able to just fit it in over here. The container's there, so that thing, can't really remember it. Oh, it's not actually properly... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4... I've made this thing too big. How could I be such a goose? Yeah, I wanna listen to my body a bit more in that way. Like, eat when you feel like it, but... The thing is, I'm always on such a routine and a structure. So, when I was on holiday, you know, that goes out the window a little bit, and you get to be a bit more... I don't know, spontaneous. Oh, there's an element I didn't consider. When we flip this, it creates a problem there. I could effectively, possibly... I might have to make a little dummy system off to the side. If we do that over here... Okay, so... Because you need these things on that side. I might be able to run like a line of redstone around. It's on the same timing. This is not good. Okay, I'm gonna just drink more of this coffee while we think about this. There's something you never considered with it. He beat you by using your Evil X card. Ah! You know, there are many things that I didn't consider. I didn't really consider what cards would be facing it at all. It was more about getting the balance of like damage and health right so that it made a very tough challenge. But the Evil X card, you don't need item cards to activate it, right? It only does 40 damage. I don't know if that really makes a huge difference. Maybe just used Evil X for like the fun of it and beat it that way. Getting back to a routine after a holiday is tough. The time you gotta put to get the alarm back on hurts. Says Everbearer. The way I did it, I'm sort of like straight back into the swing of things. But But that's just how it works out for me. So, because look, we can put... Oh, do you know what? I can see the solution now. Right? Like, it's actually a case of just having another clock over here. The only problem is it can't power that block. Well, you know, I could very easily move those hoppers to point in at a different direction. So actually, this one here, the solution is basically that. So this is all the same, but then we've got to flip it. And have it like that. So that's good. That's a done dealio right there. Done dealio! Right, and then I just got to remember to do some hopper magic. Hopper magic! In other words, just put that there. Yeah, that'll do for now. Okay, that's... Fell in the hole! Ah, can't get out! So then to do the same over here... The issue would be... Let's think. So with that one, we brought them in from this direction. So it'd be a case of like flipping the clock to be in this space. If I did that, I think it'll actually fit inside. Right, and that's the block. This is the bit that faces upwards. Okay, so now you can see the hoppers are going to be in the way. But that's not a problem, because we're going to flip this thing. Get it to work. I think we can do it. Repeater. My name is not Peter. What? And then, yeah, the hoppers are going to have to go like a little further around. Now, one of the things that we did have going for us before was like timing. That they sort of dispensed in a bit of a pattern eventually, I think, but these additional hoppers might mean that it takes longer to get here, and therefore we might not retain that pattern. Not that that's a big deal or anything. Yeah, and then it's just got to come over here. Right, so that's 2 of 4 done. Well, no, I mean 2 of 4 partially done. We're doing the bottom first. Why are you flipping the clocks, by the way? Is it space considerations, says Vegeta? Yeah, look, you can see there's a wall here, and over there was other redstone stuff going on, so we had to flip it. Ah, and I fell down again. I work in education, and turning on your alarm after the 6 weeks of summer is kind of a pain. Yeah, after 6 weeks, I mean, that's a lot to adapt to. Cub used Hypno 2 and Llama Dad. Alright, did he find some sort of, like, synergy between them? Oh, man. Oh, by the way, I should totally mention. I was totally not prepared to mention this. Everything looks terrible. There we go. Oh, thank you. Right. Hermitcraft TCG cards turned into an IRL, in real life thing, right? You know about this, surely. Creocards.com. Creo spelled with a C. Or you can go to my Twitter to get a link. On there, you'll get a link directly to my cards. So, collector's cards are now available, let's say, for the month of July. You can order them. And I will sign any card of mine that you want signed. So far, it's like 95% of cards are signature ones. So I've got to sign a whole bunch. Okay? Now, my handwriting is appalling. I don't have an Xisuma signature, but I'm going to make one, and I'm going to sign all those cards. Also, you sign the back of the cards, right? That's what I was thinking. You wouldn't sign the front. Ordered a signed one. Can't wait, says Eloquent Halo. Awesome. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna sign them, and yeah, so if you want one, go to my Twitter. Okay, it's not just me, it's all the hermits. And yeah, you can get a signed card. So I'm going to get a package with like loads of cards sent to me, and then I'm going to sit down one day and just sign them all. Pray for X's wrists, yeah. Yeah, you know, I'll take precautions. Yeah, I might take like a couple of days to do it, you know, just do them in little batches, but we discussed this, and I talked about how terrible my handwriting is, and how how painful it is to write, and I figured in the end, you know, I had this idea that I might stamp my cards to be a little different and to give you, you know, a signature of forms, but even if my handwriting's terrible, sometimes the signature is just, I think, the fact that that person made it, right? So I'll stop being a fussy goose and I'll do the thing, you know? I'll do the thing. So yeah, that's that. You can get that. You can order it for the month of July. Right, now here's the bit where I'm not quite sure what happens. Like, the fact that that pillar is concrete powder is going to be a bit of a problem. Looks to me like we changed those two bits there. This is going to be some classic water breaking redstone moment if we're not careful. I need a bucket on me. To me, the authenticness of having a person actually sign it doesn't need to be neat, says Glow Slap. I mean, what about the authenticness of someone stamping it, right? Maybe you should practice your writing. Well, the problem with that is I have no reason to. Like, the fact is, in this day and age, you very rarely need to write anything. And it's honestly just like a painful endeavor that I have no connection to. I really like, if I want to write, like typing is absolutely fine for me. I don't get any feeling from pen and paper that, you know. So like, to me it's like, what's the point? You know, like if you like really love pen and paper and reading books and you're into some of that older tech, like that's absolutely fine. Like, go for it. Whatever gets your brain ticking over is great. None of that stuff gets my brain ticking over, so I don't want to really put time into it because I'd be practicing for something that I'm not going to take advantage of, I guess. But also, a stamp might be nicer on your wrist, lol. Yeah, I'll get over it, you know, it'll hurt for a while, but I'll get over it. The problem with that is people can barely write their own name with any form of legibility. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Like, I mean, when I was a kid, I was forced to practice, and it just hurt, and like, I hated it. It wasn't fun. That's not everyone's situation, but that's the thing. You have to move with the times, and so if like people aren't going to be able to write their name legibly, like then what's the next thing? I guess. How do you? Interesting. How do you go from there? This has like every potential to break the water stream. Dang it! I rolled the dice and I lost. Maybe not by that much though. Look at that. That was okay. Yeah, but then I need to build upwards from here. So that'll be the last thing that I do. Right, so I got super lucky with that. Next time we do that, we need something different going on. Problem is breaking those water streams is gonna happen. We need to go craft more of this block, I think. Oh yeah, and I guess that block there is sort of in the way. Gonna very delicately do that one. Come on. Now, if I remember correctly, these are droppers here. Yep, dropper. What way does it want to face? North? I don't think I would have had it dispense out that way. Actually, maybe we did. Okay, let's find out what way's north. Hello? There it goes. Where's direction there? North. Facing north towards negative Z. Okay, so that is the correct direction. Okay. I think it might make sense just to get rid of all the water and then come back and redo it. Basically. Like, start again. It's not too difficult. Or at least remove most of it, because as you can see, we've got like a form of water sources up here that we need to take advantage of. Yeah, I'm actually going to have to remove the whole thing, otherwise it's just all going to get messed up again, isn't it? Moroxed, thank you ever so much for subscribing with the Amazon Prime. Appreciate you doing that. Peeps, if you got Amazon Prime, you can indeed use it to subscribe to someone on Twitch. What happened to this, like, one block of granite? Since I do actually have some granite in here. We'll put it back. Let's actually make this, like that, yeah? That makes more sense. We've got Armored Monkey here for 58 months. Not long now, thank you. Not long till 60, 64? I don't know. But thank you so much for the support. We also got Melina here for 5 months. Thank you so much for using the Prime. Appreciate it. And then we have Luminescence Luna gifting subs. Thank you so much for supporting our community with some gifted subs going out to Jersey. Clancast. Fring Grim Dango. That sounds like that old computer game. McLesley 13 and Kyralef. Thank you so much for tuning in. You've been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. We got GBG. Yeah, for 6 months with the Amazon Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Peeps, can't thank you enough for your support. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, and more gifted subs coming in. Jace, Randy, Nicole, the legend. 2002. Appreciate ya. Gifting subs to Proud Looney. AZ, probably getting that one wrong. Pashki, JCG UUD, JC Good, basically. I managed to butcher that one. Oh. And Turkish Axolotl, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to say thanks to Randy in the chat. Thank you again, Randy, my dude. Appreciate all you do. Oh, and there's some Evil X noises now. Oh my goodness me! It's called Dishi for 66 months. Coming in with the Evil X, terrorizing the neighborhood. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Trying to do a little bit of organization here, peeps. Gotta go take a trip across. You know, I've got enough space for observers, but I'll make a little bit more. And we also got Mummy Sparklecraft. Wow, what a name. Love it. Here with the Prime. Here with the Prime. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, peeps. Thanks for letting me do what I do. Oh, and Randy's gifting another sub to XBXBXB123. Dang, thank you for another one, my dude. XB, be sure to say thanks in the chat. How do you like the Caves and Cliffs Part 4? Oh my goodness me. I'm going to make a video. I've been sort of rummaging over the ideas in my head for a while. It's going to be like about what came before this update, ooh, and then what's next. And I was kind of thinking like 1.17, 18, and 19 were basically like 3 parts of one update. But then a little bit of it is in this one too. The archaeology stuff. Ah, it's like a tow truck. That's cool, that's cool. Trade templates. Of course, you've got to use those hanging signs. Ah. I could effectively come over here and duplicate all of these. Alright. Oh, and some tips have been left. That's pretty cool. I like that. Hey, Lunescent Luna, more gifted subs coming in. Goodness me, there must be a hype train going on or something. Thank you for more. For even more. Dang. It's Retract. Coex Free. Keo Bunx. Miffy83. Squidgy GT. Y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in that chat. I mean, thank you again, Luna. Appreciate it. Also, 4Gil96 here for 39 months. Amazing, amazing. Oh god, look, I'm so distracted right now. We have to go this way. Yeah, thank you, peeps. Speaking of what we do here, I feel like it's time. No promises. I gotta find the right thing to do, but I feel like it's time to maybe play a little bit of modded Minecraft again. I've sort of been getting that itch lately, right? And I might look at doing something with some of the other hermits. Just gotta find out who's interested. But the last time we did modded Minecraft, we did it right. We went in with a plan and we had a great, what was it, 100+ stream of stone block? Like, we really got stuck in that world. Did project after project and had a great time. And, you know, I love playing vanilla Minecraft. But every now and then you want to play a little bit of modded. And I feel like it could be a good time. Some modded Minecraft again. Next. Totally butchered that one. Next, thank you so much for your subscription. And Mr. Bumblebee Boot, thank you for the Prime subscription. 7 months right there. Approaching a Twitch baby. Appreciate your support. Thank you, thank you. Pearl plays a bunch of modded. Yeah, I think a few of the other hermits play modded, right? I need to find the mod pack that's right for me. I mean, when I talk about inviting... Oh, look at this, out of cobble. Other hermits, I'm very much looking for a project that works for me first. Like, the idea is that I'm going to find an idea that I can do. And then if others want to join in, that's great, right? More than welcome to join in. But my main priority is to find something that works, because I've done modded in the past and it's been more of like, oh, look at this shiny new thing, let's play that, and then like there's no real plan and you know, you lose interest after a while or whatever. Like, I need a bit of structured gameplay. I need an objective, I need a goal, I need to know what I'm doing. And so I want to do that. And then if it happens to be something that other people might want to join in, then maybe it become a multiplayer thing. But what I need to do is find like what mods or mod pack to get into. I don't think I want to do create, funny enough. Like, I feel like I'm in the mood for more of a grindy kind of like go through the objectives, like a structured play through the mods again. Like, that's what we did in Stone Block. We always had these little goals and objectives. I'm kind of in that sort of mood. Which may not be the most exciting thing, but the way we made it work last time, it was about building a base. So those are kind of my thoughts at the moment. How about Vault Hunters? Vault Hunters is definitely on the table, without a doubt. But I don't think Vault Hunters is going to let you be creative that much, which might be a good thing. Maybe playing something that's a little more focused on progression will, and grinding will just kind of maybe alleviate the creativity to go elsewhere, you know? Because one of the things I kind of pictured myself doing was something like Stone Block again, where each project becomes like a bigger part of the base. So anyway, if anyone's got ideas for a mod pack, the best way to let me know is over Twitter. Which, by the way, like... Okay, Twitter is now like always a place of conversation. What's Elon doing to it? I have not really enjoyed the discourse around Twitter since he's taken it over. It just feels like every change he makes is either brilliant, you know, oh my god, like he's so smart at making these moves, this is exactly what Twitter needed, or you hear the opposite. You hear like, oh my god, that's so dumb, Twitter's gonna die all the time, right? Like, it's so politicized. Everything seems to be. Everything just falls into a camp. So this guy's, you know, and probably not just him, like there's other people involved around him. He's obviously like making decisions to try and probably turn Twitter into something profitable, because it wasn't profitable before. It had a lot of losses. And so all these big decisions are being made, and features are being cut and things are being put behind the verified wall. And it's like, it's hard to learn about what's going on because it just falls into that camp again. Like, you're even being told that he just did this and it's amazing, or he just did this and he's an idiot and Twitter's gonna die. And like, I would prefer something that's more explanatory, let's say, of like why these decisions are being made, as opposed to just, you know, saying it's great or saying it's terrible. So the latest round of changes, I believe, has affected my use of TweetDeck, because now I can only see mentions on TweetDeck and I can't see my custom lists, which is a huge deal because that's where I get the most effective use out of Twitter, because I do not use it like a casual social media user. I kind of use it for making videos. I need to find out what's happening with the Minecraft developers and the next update and all that kind of stuff. And now I can't see that, and that's kind of annoying. But there's this other added problem, which is like, okay, if I now had to pay for that, fair enough. I get to make a decision. Is this worth it? You know, Twitter has effectively been free for many years and been a source of quality information. Not through Twitter itself, but through the people on it. But then there's this other angle to it, that because people are so riled up about the changes and complaining about it, again, depending on what camp you're in, because people always just end up in camps online, I'm now thinking like, well, what if the people that I'm trying to follow then leave? So when they're making these changes where they're cutting things off and putting them behind paywalls or making it more difficult to access in one way or another, the issue for me is like, how do I, like, if I like try and stay connected to the people that I follow Twitter for, what happens when they start leaving, you know? Because each time they make one of these changes, there's no guarantee these other people are going to stay. So it's created this like curious thing where it's like, I'm not sure if I should stick with this because these changes are causing people to leave, even if I were happy to use it. Because Twitter doesn't make the content, the people on Twitter makes the content. What you got, noises in the ear? The Black Ranger PL here for 85 months. Thank you so much, my dude. Ed Network, thank you for 83 months. Dang, a couple of OGs coming in, rocking those 80 plus months. Thank you so much. Been around for a while, right? Apparently the change is only temporary, possibly, this one that I've seen. Yeah, I mean, I saw one of the tweets that Elon tweeted, and it didn't mention temporary. I mean, like, what's the best way to announce all these tweets and updates? I don't know if it's just sending out tweets all the time, because I don't follow Elon on Twitter, and so I don't really, you know, catch all of this stuff. Feels like if they're going to make changes, it should come through something a bit more official and straightforward to follow. Anyways, that's about the gist of it, right? You know, these Twitter changes are happening, and the opinion around it all just seems so politicized that it's hard to really make heads or tails of some of these decisions, because the opinions you're getting on them are just like love or hate towards Elon, basically. And whereas these are actually like, you know, business decisions, and they shift the dynamics of how people use the platform, and those shifts aren't necessarily just one way or another way. They'll probably push multiple different levers in multiple directions, right? Like, maybe these changes increases businesses using the platforms, but turns away another demographic, something like that. Like, that's the stuff that makes more sense. By the way, I was going to come in here and replace these blocks, or at least we were going to put this up top, right? But we do actually have glass. I think we'll bring glass, because that will do the job perfectly. Then we have these light sources, and these blocks need to stay here. They're not really at risk at being shot at. So I think we just need to change the stone textures here. Okay, that's actually really all we need to do. So we'll go pick out a complementing texture and put that in. Hey, Dante Redeye, 42 months. Thank you so much, my dude. Prixel25, there's a name that I know. Subscribing, thank you, my dude. If that's you, thank you for all you do. Very much appreciated. If it isn't obvious, I really enjoy our back and forths, by the way, like figuring out all the SEO and thumbnail stuff. That's yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun playing that game. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna throw in those blocks, maybe. Or do I? You know, I made this for a reason. It was to put all the different palettes a bit more on display. Maybe basalt would mix in well up there. I kind of like the idea of possibly going with the smooth basalt. We'll try a few things. The Gogginator says, what is your favourite food? My favourite food is curry. I feel like I'm getting over it a bit, though. I had a massive curry yesterday. Because I haven't had one in quite some time. And I enjoyed it. Of course I did. But I don't know. I just feeling like these big feasts that I like to have, they're not quite as appetizing anymore. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've been a bit food obsessed for a while. Maybe, you know what, I know what it was, and I've said it so many times. It was a pandemic thing, really. It just became like a comfort, a thing to do to like get through all of that. And yeah, for quite a while it just hasn't been the same. And I've realized a lot lately that food's very easy to like obsess over, because basically every day you wake up and what do you think about? Food. You got to feed yourself, right? But I don't need every meal to be extraordinary or exorbitant. In fact, I pretty much quite enjoy much of the regular food that I eat on a regular basis. So I don't know, I just felt more relaxed about it lately. Like, it's not a big deal. The pandemic sucked in that way, says Nick's Moons. Yeah, the pandemic was hard in a lot of ways. But what was there anything good about it, right? Like, because for me, it's a very bittersweet memory, because we had a huge influx of people coming to Hermitcraft. All of us hermits were kind of like at home in lockdown. It just became this moment where like Hermitcraft activity went through the roof, and I really actually like missed that aspect of it a lot. Just how active and wild and current everything was, you know? It's not gonna happen again, because we all have our lives and we're all doing our own thing, and so the pace has gone back to like normal. But that hyper pace, that just Hermitcraft every day, it was happening in a bad time, so you know it didn't feel like it at the time. But now you look back at it and it's like that was really quite an amazing little moment there. Oops, that doesn't work. Right, there we go. Do you know what? I think maybe I should have picked some textures that meld with that a little bit more. Anyway, we're going to pull the glass down, put the water in, and then it's sort of going to be good to go. Can probably just put some carpet over there if that little bit's ever of an annoyance. Can't remember if this was actually here, this bit, a while ago. Also, there's something else that I need to know. Something really important. That, I believe, is our distribution chest. Goes in. Yeah, that's got to be it. Then they will get... Yeah, that's absolutely it right there. So, we can probably look at this corner here as being like the Depositing of the junk. Ye old depositing of ye old junk. Let's go get some glass. I love curry sausages as long as it's not too spicy, says Queen Tail. I've had those dishes, which is like curry and sausage, and I gotta say it's not quite the same as the curry I like, but then curry is quite a broad term. Hello, I'm back. I didn't have my internet on, I didn't realise. Oh, right. What were you watching then? Like, what were you watching if the internet wasn't on? I'm very curious now. One good thing, it showed people are able to work from home. And now a lot of places offer hybrid working. So if my child is unwell, I can work from home to take care of her without having to take time off work. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's good. I do remember, like, you hear little things about this and that. I do remember hearing at one point that apparently, like, companies were, like, pushing back on it and trying to get people back into the workforce, but I don't know where that came from. See, like, whenever you hear statistics and stuff, it's always about, well, how did you gather those statistics? If someone comes up with, like, oh, we've got a study, people aren't working from home as much anymore, it's like, well, like, you know, who did you ask? Like, maybe they only asked one type of industry. Maybe it was only done in one country or one region. And the problem with that is, like, you know, local and, I guess, countrywide laws and stuff can kind of influence what happens in various sectors. So with statistics, you always get that kind of, like, skewed look at things. That's why you need to know, like, where they're from. Right, oh, water was the other thing. And we got that. So, glass and water. Now that doesn't... Oh. Ha. Oh, that's good. Does that mean I fill in this bit here as well? Yeah, of course it does. Of course it does. Every study I've ever seen says that working from home is a plus for productivity. For jobs that can be done from home, obviously, says Plagiaeus. Yep. The problem is, have you seen every study? Right? Like, if you go to some right-leaning news sources, then you get, like, a different perspective. And you'll find studies about how, like, it doesn't help, you know? Like, everything's like that. It's so frustrating, but yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. I remember a while back just hearing about how, like, companies were now turning back on the work from home thing with the pandemic, but again, like, which companies, who did the study, like, what's the demographic? I didn't get those kind of details. Generalization, says IXVI. It's not so much generalization. It's, I guess maybe it's a lack of generalization, right? Like, these statistics come from small little pockets and areas. Sometimes, you know, sometimes that's super helpful for figuring out big picture stuff, but with some topics it's just, I don't know, again, politicized, right? Yeah, that's why Google ain't helpful, says Light Soul. I don't know. The thing with Google is how are you using it, right? Like, if you search for... if you're searching for an answer to a question, but you bake the answer into your question, it's quite likely it will find something somewhere on the internet that agrees with your answer, right? And it's a lot harder to search neutrally and try and find your way to an answer where you haven't sort of pre-baked in a suggestion. You don't need every study. If the majority of studies agrees, you don't need more. Just like climate change. If 99% of studies agree, the other 1% are likely wrong. Yeah, that's called consensus. And sometimes that's created through what's called meta-analysis, which is where a study is about a study of other studies, right? So you've got a whole bunch of studies. I like this little creation here. And you go and you look at like what links them all together, and you look at the quality of them, and yada yada yada, you know. You kind of piece it all together. That's usually a very strong piece of evidence. But, you know, in the case of this working from home thing, I don't know. I don't know how strong it is or not. It was just, someone brought it up, and it kind of popped into my mind. Oh yeah, the last time I heard about this, they were sort of saying, oh, apparently this is, you know, not going to be a thing for too much longer. But that was just something I heard on an internet video. And you know, the internet video stuff that I watch tends to be more left-leaning, so you kind of expect it perhaps to not take that approach. But I always, you know, take that kind of stuff with it in the back of my mind that, you know, there's always a little bit of spin no matter what. Right, we can see how this is all connecting now, can't we? Maybe we should start at the source and do these like one by one. It's gonna get crowded in here and it doesn't help. There we go. That makes it a little easier to see what we're aiming for. Hang on, what's the button? What's the button? Yeah, okay, right. So these target blocks are actually kind of in the way right now. Uh-huh. And then we just put composters on them. Oh yeah, and let's do that one too. We're going to run out of these composters real quick, I'll bet you. Now, I agree, Google has been getting worse in the past few years. The first 10 results are SEO optimized for blogs or paid advertisements, and needing to go to the second page of Google is a common occurrence for me these days. Yeah, I haven't been using Google as much, really. I guess I don't do any research of anything important. Statistics are interesting. I also think they are used in the way the person performs and view the study's bias. I also think a lot of studies are made from curiosity, and that makes it interesting. It really depends on the topic, though. Yeah, they are definitely interesting and useful. Like, but just got to kind of be aware of how simple bias is. What's going on here? We got the right spot. We got the right spot. Okay, and the very last one just plugs in right there. Turns at this point. Comes to that spot. Then we can put these in, and then we just got to put in these composters. Nice. 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 Okay. By the way, the whole reason we got onto this topic was just because I wanted to mention something about Twitter, because I was saying the best way to reach me is on Twitter through my mentions. And if you had an idea for a mod pack I could play, I would love to know. Like, I do not have my ear to the ground with mod packs, and it always strikes me as an area where like 90% of mod packs have a really similar experience, it seems. Like, again, not a like a big mod pack player, but just of my experience with them, it feels like a lot of mod packs just kind of offer a similar experience over and over again. And that to me isn't terribly interesting. But every now and then something pops up with a little bit of a different spin. And that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Like, ooh, have we got something new to offer here? I think Vault Hunters obviously offered something new and different. With one left over, that would make 5, 9. 9 would be divisible. And then does that happen to... Oh, not quite. We're left with 4. Oh, well. Oh, well. In fact, I should really restock 4. At some point, I should probably figure out how to best divide this down, right? Like, you make that with 7. 1, 2, 3 makes 12, makes 24. 48, like... Is there a number there that's divisible by 7? I guess you could make 7 lots of 3. Would that work? Like, so with 21... Does it work like that? So if I go for 21... We should make some and then have 4 left over. In theory. Yeah, okay. So 21. When you want to make composters, just use 21 if you don't want any leftovers, basically. Yeah, most packs are just applied energistics, thermal expansion, etc., says Dion. Yeah, those are very common ones. The create mod definitely offers a spin. Yeah, a literal spin. Yeah, create, again, like, the reason I feel like I maybe don't want to go do create is because I feel like it's one of those more vanilla-like experiences where you really got to put, like, a lot of creativity and energy and design work into stuff. And I kind of think I'm kind of looking for a bit more of a easy, fun, just straightforward experience at the moment. Okay, this explains why there's, like, random blocks poking out to the side. I was like... That don't look right. What's going on there? Oh, we got to put some redstone on it, do we? Got to put a torch. Whoops. Got to put a block and then a torch on it. Yeah, there you go. And then... Oh. These aren't supposed to be composters. They are supposed to be hoppers, which makes so much more sense. Right, and then that there... Doesn't have to be there, does it? We'll probably put something over here on the corner. Also, there is no shulker box unloader here. Actually, if they put in a shulker box, it will be treated as such, or it will be treated like an item all the way around until it gets to the actual shulker box unloader. So therefore, we don't need to build in a shulker box unloader. These allays are doing okay, aren't they? That one's trying to escape. Wait. Wait. This is my... Wait, what's going on here? Hold the press. My little detach cam can't go through fences? I did not know that. Look, I found a bug. Can't go through fences. Or walls. That's weird. That's really weird. Guess I still need more of these at this level. Bit dark and gloomy around here. Right, let's turn that off then, because that's done. Anyone ever wonder why when Minecrafters get off a crafting table or something, they do the fast shift up and down? Oh right, it's because you hold down shift to move things in and out of the crafting table. By the way, we had a noise in the ear 13 minutes ago. I was completely distracted. The Viking, thank you ever so much for your prime. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream, having a good time. Vents are a ghost's weakness. Only on Hermitcraft, right? Hey Xisuma, I am a mod pack creator. Well, I am the guy whom has worked behind other people. Was wondering, something like a mod pack that focuses on the aqua water aspect of the game. Would you be interested for something for you to play? That's a bit too like vague in terms of what the experience is about, because to me the aquatic stuff is more of the theme, right? Because you could make like all sorts of different challenges or play styles like revolving around an aquatic theme. The idea that I really liked, you have like sky block, stone block. I always thought like a world that was just endless water and like a way to survive in it and make that interesting could be fun. But again, like, you know, you can craft all sorts of different experiences just around that one little idea, basically. Right, I guess we've got to pack this stuff away next. And move it upstairs, because we're kind of done down here, right? I've got to pick a spot in which for this next bit to go. Actually, I need to kind of do that now, and I need some chests. Right, so let's head up top and pick a spot. Oh, I didn't sleep in a bed. Thought I did. There's got to be a prank to make on that bug, Lou. I guess like you could possibly get someone surrounded by fences. I don't know. I don't know if you could really. Like, there would be a very rare set of circumstances where someone really desperately needs to use their detach cam, and you just happen to have blocked them from doing so. I think what we're going to do is we're going to make like a little platform here on the corner to deposit your stuff. And then maybe just about here. Now I think we'll come in. We'll put it right there. So this thing's going to be too wide, so it can deposit your items at a reasonable speed. Now the only thing I don't know at this point, although I don't need to know. Okay, we will go like this, and then like that. The thing that I don't know... Oh, I need some redstone. Is at what height it aligns, but that's not really a problem. Okay, so that's all I need there. Then we'll go up top again. Ocean block, people are saying. Yeah, maybe you call it ocean block. Yeah, look at that. See, it's the wrong height. That's fine. Maybe it's the right height because the player sees it like that. Maybe we give them more than a double chest as well, right? Like, maybe there's like 3 lots of chests here to put your items into. And we've got to build this up and make it look a little more interesting, that's for sure. I could actually go... Like, I could put more chests onto this thing, but you want to do it in a way where it doesn't look a bit too over the top. Hey, Kitty Gaming 99! 67 months, Eva Lex in his house. I get a sneeze. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Soon. I'm gonna mute. Oh, I'm muted. I'm brilliant. Wow. Wow, great timing. Oh god, that was a wild sneeze. I've been sneezing a lot since I got back from America. Colmick06, thank you for 24 months, my dude. That's 2 whole years. Appreciate it. Kitty says, I'm enjoying the stream, thanks. Awesome. Awesome. So what I could do is make this twice as wide, but like the idea is that you put your items in there and they get drained at double speed down. But they do... Actually, the double speed thing is a bit of a myth because there's just a single hopper speed here. So, yeah, that's actually sort of pointless. Right, okay. Let's destroy this bit up top and start again. Right, so double speed isn't actually a thing. So what we'll do is have chests like that, and then maybe... Yeah, this looks better already. Although, the player's going to interact with it from the front here. So if I put another one in front of that, it doesn't really mean that much. Because you need to be able to access all of them, right? I really like this song. It's a cool one. So how about that? So from the front, I feel like I'm missing something here. There's got to be a... Oh, I can see a much nicer... I can see a much nicer way to do this. There's got to be some, like, arrangement of chests that looks, like, decent, essentially. It doesn't look too janky. Ah, I'm in a hole! Can you play the song Overdrive? Probably not, because, reasons. I mean, that's just like... There's probably a lot of songs called Overdrive. Unless you mean a Crinkles one, specifically. Like, how's that? The player approaches that. That's a lot of storage. And you know what? I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting something really important. Everyone uses shulker boxes. So you're probably not going to walk over here with more than an inventory, and then everything else will be in shulker boxes. Okay, I think I'm going to go back to something that's close to what I originally did. This will probably be my last iteration. Because I know I'm probably driving some of y'all mad. Just put some chests there, man. Jeez, you're making it so complicated. Here's what we're going to go with. Just going to do that. Yeah, in fact, I think I might want to change this one more. I'm going to change it one more time, and that'll be it. Do it from the other direction this time. Right. This, I think, will be good for adding details and stuff. I think one thing I might do if I play a mod pack is create a no fuss rule where I'm not allowed to, like, spend more than a minute on a decision. Because I do this constantly in this game. Okay, so I've moved it back a little bit. And we're kind of ready for the next phase now. Right, do you know what I'm ready for? I'm ready for the next phase, okay? Standing time. My bum is numb. That's what people expect to hear when they come to my streams. X, what do you like to do when you feel negative energy, says Light Soul. What an interesting question. Do things that get me away from that negative energy, like exercise. Oof. Because, like, if you sit with the negative energy, it's gonna dominate. It's gonna influence everything. So I like to make sure I'm aware of that, and then take measures to not let that, you know, ruin anything or get in the way. Right, first things first, I don't think we need to go... Actually, we probably do need to go back down there. We're going to be testing the stuff. Right, we're going to build a little platform here. I think I want to build it using oak logs and stripped oak wood. So we'll start off with a base like that. And as I saw Pearl use inside of her build, and I need a reminder for, there is another very nice texture that will fit in with this. It is this block right here, the beehive. So grab that. Grab some of them. Grab your shovel. Start to create a little platform around here. Maybe what we'll do is we'll put these sort of as a ring around this bit. Kind of nice. Although if you look at the rotation of them, let's randomize that a little bit. Then obviously for the player coming and standing at this level, like we want these bits here to be a bit more inviting. A bit more accessible perhaps. Yeah, that makes sense. And then we need some of those other blocks in this area too. So far so good, I'd say. And a similar sort of thing over on this side. There may be slabs at that level there. I think that works so far. Did I put my crafting bench back in here? I did. I'm organised. I'm good. I'm well behaved. So it works for that little bit, and then maybe I think we just need some granite stairs there. Couple of granite stairs. These ones can go over on this spot. And then maybe a couple more again. So I got granite somewhere in here. Also, I need to sleep in the bed again. This is looking nice, says it's iDigital9. Thank you, thank you. I think it's looking alright, but we got a ways to go with this little platform. It's only a small thing, isn't it? Okay, then down here, what did I say? Granite stairs like that, just so if you are coming from this way. Oh, up you go. So I feel like we're going to need a bit of a barrier over here, and I planned on using something like fences, so I think it might make a bit more structural sense just to put that there. So far, so good. Also a little bit of that. Okay, so then we need to start like getting, as I said, something structural around this thing. And there's some signs on it. Oh, we've got to totally use hanging signs, right? Totally got to use those. I think I need to go back to my base, actually. And pick out some other building block chests things. But just before we do, try and clear out some more stuff. Okay. Trip back to the base, pick up some building supplies. And do the next bit. I want Mojang to add a crafting table that keeps stuff in it, says Kinda. I think that would be welcome if they did that. Honestly though, I feel like just craft everything up here. Like Minecraft has a bit of a... I feel like the game has evolved from what it originally was. When it was an explore and craft game, both of those, like the crafting was very novel early on, so it was kind of interesting to have and discover and learn. But now that you got like a massive player base, the game's been around for 10 years, it feels like a very old redundant system that just sort of like lingers on, and it would be smarter to like focus, in my opinion, on like what the core of the game actually is these days. Could introduce a little mangrove wood over there. Right, jungle's probably going to fit in real nice. Birch probably too. Maybe not spruce. I think I'll go with those three. Anything else? I doubt I'm going to see something that's like, oh, this will go in things like iron bars I might end up using around there. Yeah, these blocks are good to look at just because they got like a whole variety. Yeah, I don't think there's much else. I don't think there's much else. Okay. That should do me for now, I think. Maybe put those torches away. What's the core of the game nowadays, though? 10 players will give 10 different opinions on that, says Beard. I'm not sure if it's that diverse. But, like, of those 10 players, who's going to say the game is about crafting items, right? Like, it's a subsystem. In pretty much every scenario. Sniper 1974, another Lever Lex. Tuning in. 87 months, what a legend. Thank you so much, my dude. Crazy, crazy. By the way, we've got 561 peeps tuned in. Be sure to hit that follow button over here on Twitch if you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for doing so. If you would like to take the time, check out my Linktree, linktree.xisumavoid.co. There's all sorts of other content that I've created. Past, present, and future. No, not future. Not yet. You can find links to that stuff over there, including my new record. I've released a whole album of music. I would love it if you'd take the time to check it out. If you go to the Linktree website, you'll just see the album artwork right in front of you. Do you ever wish the standard of builds on Hermitcraft wasn't so high? It must just be exhausting to have to think about anything before you build it. Yes and no. Like, it's really survival that's the barrier, right? Like, I kind of want to go big just because over time you get better and you progress. And so what you want to do next, you want to be bigger and bolder than what you did before. Otherwise, it's like you're kind of doing the same thing again. The problem is just survival. Minecraft, such a grind. Such a grind to get stuff done. It takes hours and hours. The game is not kind in trying to, lower the barriers of friction for you getting what's in your head out in front of you in terms of survival Minecraft. So it can be a bit of a grind. We need all sorts of blocks here. I'm just wondering if there's other blocks I might not have considered that might kind of look cool in this spot. I feel like more of a shapely block there is what's required. Maybe put that on the back. I don't know. Just gonna keep placing blocks because I kind of got a picture of something in my head. Just not sure what materials bring it to life. So at the back here, I kind of picture that kind of structure. I did bring an oak one, didn't I? Yeah. I kind of like being able to see through and what was going on there, but that does look better, a bit more robust now, isn't it? See, this is like going to be like relatively simple to wrap up in its current state. I kind of want to find a way to make it bigger. It's also quite symmetrical. There's always that thing that I do where I make things symmetrical. Why don't we actually like identify that and change? To be like, okay, yes, that there's always this symmetry thing. Let's break it. Because I think that might help us a fair bit here. Aha! I think this is I'm glad I thought of that. This is going to make this, like, so much more interesting now. Yeah. And then we put something in there and we use it to create a bit of space elsewhere, perhaps. Armored Monkey! Thank you for gifting a sub to TBNR Woods. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you for supporting the community. TBNR, be sure to say thanks in the chat. Also, Mada Mielasha, thank you for your Prime subscription. Peeps, I need to hydrate. I've got a dry mouth right now. Okay, I feel like we need more colour and stuff in there, and then we need some details that tell a bit more of a story as to what this is. I do like it as it gets a bit bigger. Maybe this doesn't need to be so close. In fact, maybe we can double up on some of that. Anyway, these bits here. Yeah, that's certainly looking a little better there. Kind of works. So I think we need like a barrel or just other storage related textures nearby. Maybe a fletching table just in the ground, because why not? That's kind of cool. Then barrel there. I think it needs to be facing upwards. And then kind of like that. I like the idea of sealing off these, which there is room for. So currently that's kind of looking alright. Now we need to find a way to like put in a sign, like a couple of signs somewhere. I can see where one of them will go. We need the hanging sign, right? How do I craft a hanging sign? This is one of life's questions, you know. New blocks, how do I make them? I'll tell you what. Ah! Stripped. It needs to be stripped. Why does it have to be stripped? More tedium. That's why. More tedium. Thanks, Mojang. Just... How many seconds? Extra. Oh my god, thrilling experience stripping logs just to make a hanging. Genius! I did not... Oh, my gratification. Oh. Whew. Have you ever felt so great about putting down some blocks and stripping them so you can craft another item? Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Hey, these can be double-sided now as well, right? Yeah, don't want to place where I want to place it. The excitement is real. It's absolutely real. Right, and then I break that and it turns to the other type. Right? No, it pops off! I'm a newbie! Okay, so maybe it needs to... Oh, it might not fit here because... If I put it there, right. So, it's going to break off, isn't it? No! It stays! Miracle! Right, that needs to be a different colour, though. And then I think we need something going on with the height up here. Probably need to use like some other textures a little bit too. It's almost there. I think it needs a bit more like texture variety, and then this thing's going to be great. That definitely needs a light on top of it. Lights are going to be a thing. Yeah, maybe we need like a light up there and then one hanging down somewhere nearby, or maybe a little fence post thing over here. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see. kind of picturing more of an end rod up there. Everything's so wooden though. Probably will just be better off with a lantern. Let's try and get 2 lanterns in here. Okay, so on this spot here. Ah, you would not have a block below you, wouldn't you? Oh, I was going to use the oak log, but actually, it's a barrel. Okay, you got to have some lighting. Maybe some nature-like plants. That's actually a wicked suggestion. I feel like there's maybe not a crazy... Oh, do you know what? I know what I want to do now. I know what I want to do. Did I? I'm pretty sure I did when I did all this. You know, all of this right here, all of this organisation. Ah! I've only got 1 brick. Yuck. Then I have to take a trip all the way back to my base. Just to get some brick. I know what I want to do though. I know exactly what I want to do. A singular sad brick, literally. Yeah, literally. At least I built all the tunnels to get back here quick, right? I don't think anyone at Mojang has ever had to use large quantities of any items as the Black Ranger PL. If you've ever tuned in and watched some of the Mojang employee live streams, and let me clarify, I haven't actually like watched all Mojang. Wait, where do we get? It's clay, isn't it? You got to smelt up the clay. I haven't watched like all of their live streams, but of some I've seen of only some of the developers. Again, just not trying to lump everyone in all together because I could be very wrong about this. I'm aware that, you know, sliced lime, for example, I don't think sliced falls into this next category. But I have seen them play and it is pretty horrendous. Like, oh dang it, it's a silk touch. You know, they're getting a lot of stuff. They're just doing stuff slow and I don't know. It's just like you would kind of think if you were to watch Mojang employees play, you'd sort of assume that they'd be like really knowledgeable and quick and like on point with the game, whereas they're kind of not. They seem like really casual players, and to me, it kind of highlights the camels, pandas aspect of the game, where those features feel like they're made from that perspective, that very casual. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if Minecraft had camels? You know, as opposed to like looking at some of the deeper mechanics of the game and some of the, I don't know, the flows, let's say, of you trying to do stuff and make it happen and yada yada yada. Then again, most of the live streams had random employees, not necessarily the developers and game designers, says Padres. Yeah, that's why I needed to clarify what I was talking about a little bit, because it kind of occurred to me that there are a certain type of employee that do those live streams. Possibly employees that work in PR or, you know, some other department. You know, Nembomb is an employee, right? Like, Nembomb isn't, you know, isn't messing about. If you watch a Nembomb stream, it'll be pro Minecraft all the way. Yeah. Right, so I got 2 stacks of those. Very good. Very, very good. While I'm here, maybe I'll just have a rummage. See if anything catches my eye. I love that colour. Contains 0 bees. Can I leave a bee's nest in the area just because it looks gorgeous? I might do that. Things like this, should that be vanilla? That it tells you, maybe not honey level, but like how many bees are in. I can see the argument why not, because not a lot of other blocks tell you that information. But sometimes having, like, strict rules for everything when something clearly needs an exception, not so sure that argument holds up that well. Oh, I should use some signs on that build in places too. I'm kind of not sure what I want. Just opening and looking at random blocks at this point. Maybe an anvil nearby. I've got some chipped anvils here. Maybe a little spike up top. I don't know. Feel like we've probably got enough now. I've made a data pack that shows you how many bees are in when you silk touch it, says Plaid.js. Oh really? That's super cool. You know, I'm going to roll with this because it's a mod, it's my own decision. The data pack means it's for everyone on the server. I don't know if everyone wants that or not. Reminds me of World of Warcraft and players asking the devs to play the game when asking why X update happens. Maybe they do, but at a very different skill level. Also, a lot of the official Mojang streams and stuff are likely going slow intentionally to show off whatever the purpose of the stream upcoming content is. That's a good point. I don't think we have ever seen what it's like for an employee who plays the game in their time off. Well, I know that we have because I've seen employees share, pictures of their like worlds and stuff, and you know, they don't play Hermitcraft style, the ones that I've seen. But, you know, like to have fun in Minecraft, like you don't have to play Hermitcraft style. I guess to be a developer of the game, you don't have to play Hermitcraft style. But the thing that I see Hermitcraft being is kind of like pushing the creativity to a high point. And I really feel like creativity is what this game is about. And creativity occurs at all levels. It doesn't matter if you're putting together a square house with 2 building blocks and you forgot to put windows in. Like, the act of creativity is really fulfilling at any level. So my argument is that you want to reduce... Sorry, I knocked the microphone. You want to reduce the barriers of, like, getting things done, of, like, seeing your creativity come to life. That's how I look at it. It feels like the bigger this thing's gotten, the more interesting it is. Like, I'm kind of wondering if I can find a way to make it a little bit bigger again, like extend this one more block over here. Apparently I don't have that on me anymore. Is it because we're out? I think we're out. Or is that a bit much? Let's change the shape of it because, you know? Let's change the shape of it because. Actually, no, I think I'm going to stick with that. Still got some of those. Yeah, it's definitely a fair bit nicer. A bit more open. Maybe we need the same thing on this side over here now, so get rid of that. Oh, and what about that nice juicy honeybee? It sort of does look a lot like a bee's nest that's just there. Did I just destroy that by using the wrong block? Can you do that with a bee's nest? I think I just destroyed it. It couldn't have got picked up by a hopper or something, could it? Oh, well, that's a bummer. Forgot about that. That really... That don't seem right to me. That don't seem right to me at all. It's gone, isn't it? Dang it. Dang it. Challenge the Sentai, thank you for 29 months, my dude. With the Prime, back from 6 months travelling, and got a little bit of Hermitcraft to catch up on. Missing these morning streams. Yeah, I've fallen out of the habit. I think it's because I've been sleeping in a bit more. Like, I get up later in the day. I used to be, like, up at 6 o'clock, and that's because of the sun. And then I blacked out my windows, and now it's like... Yeah, I'm staying up later and sleeping in a little longer. Right, I'm thinking this platform that we built was like sort of cut to a specific size where, you know, who makes these rules, right? Who makes these rules? Why can't it be exactly what we want it to be? So we do that, and then over here is where we're going to put... Okay, you ready for amazingness? You ready for some absolute... Oh my god, X, you are a... Oh! You are a Minecraft god. I'm exaggerating. I'm making things up. Decorated pots, right? I think... I don't know. Something about the shard system, the way using multiple shards will fill up your inventory, the absolute pain they are to get. I don't know. I feel like maybe they could have worked in like a knowledge system where you learn the knowledge of the pattern, and then when you create a decorated block in a GUI, like, you know, a fletching table or a decorated pot table, then you have the knowledge to create the design, right? I don't know. I just feel like that old crafting system, it just makes stuff tedious all the time. But I have no appetite at all to decorate those because of how much hard work it is to find those shards and get the pattern you want, put the design together. Like, I think it'd be really interesting to see how many players actually take advantage of that feature. I think you might find it doesn't have that much staying power. Right, what was the thing I was... Like, I keep trying to get to something here, and... Yeah, okay, let's get to it. Right, so I need that. That one. Oh! Oh, what just happened? Then I need... Oh, this is so... Even when you're organised, there's so many items in this game. I need that. You know what? I think I'm going to go in a little bit of a different direction than I originally was going to go in. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh! Oh! Oh, wait, I can't. Yay! Ish. Yay-ish! I think. Oh, geniusness! Maybe. We could also go for leaves instead. I think the leaves might be better. Oops. Can I silk touch it? Of course I can. Oh, look at that. Geniusness! Oh, it's amazing, X. How did you come up with that? You're so good at these things. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Yeah, no one else has ever come up with something like that before. Not that I can think of, anyway. You know, I didn't just see it somewhere and rip it off, so to speak. You know, that'd just be a horrible thing to do. I take full credit for my amazing creation. Thank you, chat. I'm gonna build that in my world. Oh, brilliant! And you're gonna leave a sign to credit me. Thank you. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. Mad Hatter says you're so clever, X. Now you're joining in. I like it. So I feel like we should have like a sign maybe up there. Oh yeah, I was talking about using signs just like... Ooh, let's... like, what happens if we put one there? Will it let me? Okay, but it's sort of sideways, the wrong way. And then here, here. Looks kind of cool. Do I have any more trapdoors on me? I got the wrong type of trapdoor on me. Just because you can, it actually looks a little silly, I think. Right, what else have we got to put on this thing? It's good. It feels like it's missing something. Like, I know we need the signs hanging up. Maybe we'll put that other one of these up top. That kind of looks okay. I feel like it maybe just needs a couple of texture shake-ups here and there. Like, let's just have this one become that. Then up the top here, we'll change this one. And then somewhere over the side here, we'll pop that one out for that. Maybe some campfires to finish off the roof for it. I don't think a campfire would work up there. Also, it's a wooden structure, so not so sure. I still getting this feeling like the bigger the better. Like, okay. Let's say we roll with that. Strip jungle. Oh, look, I'm so low on jungle. Except, maybe not. There we go. Okay, so let's come around to this spot. Rip that out. I'm going to put that there. Oh yeah, those strip jungle blocks, they roll the other way, don't they? They roll the other way. I think I might rotate those actually. How do we get them? Oh no, wait. You can't really rotate them because then you get the other bit of the log on display. I don't know why that works so well. I'm sort of a little bit surprised as to how natural it felt to do that. And how it kind of looks right, yeah? Around on this side. Not that you'll see it too often, but a little bit of that. Structural integrity, says Lil Spagbowl. Yeah, I guess it adds a bit of whatever that is to it. I know what structural integrity is. Yeah, so maybe this bit, like, let's get rid of that again. And then maybe, like, it would serve well here as well. I think part of it is, like, seeing it at the top also. Yeah, that definitely feels way nicer. Okay, we're gonna get in there now. I feel like adding a slab off the side and having something hanging from it, like a lantern, might be better. Oh, there's a point. Like, that lantern up the top kind of looks a bit whack, doesn't it? Let's put it on the side. I think it just about works. This bush is also probably a little too big. Like, what happens when I take the top one off? Feels like it needs to be too tall. Maybe we'll leave it like that for now. Right, chat, any other suggestions? Because it's kind of feeling good. It's kind of feeling good. Ah, look at this. Yeah, it's feeling good to me. Throw down some random blocks. More greenery, maybe a little moss. I guess because we got a little bit there, it feels like maybe there should be some somewhere else. I also feel like maybe the granite here is actually kind of bad, or maybe there's like too much of it. Let's mess around with that again. I feel like we could take out that much. I haven't been to bed and it's 6 in the morning, says N202. Well, you know, might as well just stay up now. Sort of half wondering if we could just raise this up a little bit. Some slabbage. Does feel a little nicer like that. And then I think you need just a couple more features with it. Also, where's the signs for this thing gonna be? They're gonna probably like peel off these top bits. Just wondering if we should have another little sign or something over here. If you add some bamboo to the flooring, it would look good. Yeah, except I don't really have... Yeah, I've got no bamboo. Haven't set that up just yet. Yeah, bamboo blocks in here probably would have been a really cool shout. Is there like a bamboo block shop yet? Or has someone created something like that I can go get some bamboo from? So much junk in the inventory. Well, those are gonna, you know, I need to build with those, but those are definitely gonna need some room in there. Actually, that needs to go somewhere else. Wait, was that the granite one? Gosh. Open up these chests, and yeah, it's like noise. There's just like, oh, all this noise up here, all this noise down here. Be trouble to pick it out. Impulse, put samples in bases. Right. So someone says I buy, but are you just confusing it with the impulse thing? Bluebelly, your sorting system is so smart. Thank you. Yeah, it's smart, but it's a bit of work sometimes. I brought these over here to add a little contrast somewhere. I think that was going to go up top on these things. Oh, apparently I can't jump on them. I'm not good enough. Don't know what that is, a little aerial or something? Nah, it kind of looks silly. Everything needs a purpose, right? So if it doesn't make sense for there to be something metal up here, there probably shouldn't be. What about like spikes on top of those? You see, that works a little bit better, doesn't it? Impulse sells bamboo. Ah, okay, the sample was his way of advertising. What other new things have popped up? We saw that Ren was building just around the corner there. I'm not spotting... Oh yeah, B-Dubs' build over here. I wanted to see this in person. Kind of like drop in and check it out. Very cool. Using some of that new bamboo. I like the top bit of this more than the bottom. Because it gets some real like lines and shapes, kind of like a little bit of industrial chaos going on. I like this. I like this kind of texturing, but it tends to look like better the further away you are. Whereas this one over here, the way this is textured is like really impressive. Like until you get very close, then it looks a bit more right. But it's a very ambitious build style. In fact, even these paintings here, like again, from further away, they look better. They're a bit more ambiguous, I guess. Anyway, very impressive stuff. With fog, the build looks even better. Yeah, I messed around with trying to get my fog the same as B-Dubs. I can't remember what happened with that, but I've ended up just going back to however it is now, for whatever reason. So what floor of iBuy is this on? Let's just try our luck. Is it on this floor, peeps? Oh, it is. 1 diamond per full shulker full. Well, that's a really, really good competitive price. I'll take 1 then, thanks. I mean, 1 diamond for a shulker box is alright. Get a bunch of stuff with it. Yeah, so there's this thing here. I know some other shops. Like, didn't you ever make like an armor trim shop? I don't know where that was though. I just saw a bunch of flashing lights. I could have swore. Jeez. Okay. And we're back. Well, I'm back, hey, 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 hey. Right, now you got that stuff. Ah! First time doing this. Wait a minute. Oh, it goes like that. Does that work that way around? Okay, that's good, that's good. Bamboo planks, eh? Ooh, quite a bit of saturation on those, I like it. Maybe a little too much, actually. They've really popped, don't they? I think I might leave it at that. Because that is really saturated compared to what we've got going on over here. We just kind of need to put the signs on this thing, I think, now. So I think I want to have one poking off the side of that block. Now, I can come back and edit this later, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, as you approach from different angles, you can see that there. I kind of want this one to be on a different angle, so... Ah, it's the wrong height, isn't it? It's the wrong height. Where do I want this one to go? Maybe in that little gap there, so if I take that out. Put that, yep, there we go. Maybe my hanging signs... Oh, maybe I should make them out of bamboo, right? Like, then they'd have some contrast. Okay, yeah, there we go. We'll use that. We're getting there, peeps. We're getting there. I know it's tedious. Oh, they make the chain sound when you break it. Where is it? Also, random torch on the path. There it is. Does look a little bit odd with the cactus directly there, doesn't it? I guess maybe what I could do is have this one as... dang it. The sideways one. Yeah, that ain't so bad. And then this one over here. We want it to go the other way. Maybe what I'll do is turn that into a block. Put that there. Have the sign over here. That kind of looks odd to me. They both look odd. Maybe it doesn't need a hanging sign over here. I'm going to keep that one over there. I'm going to get rid of this one, and I'm just going to put a regular bamboo sign in front of it. I think that'll be the way it goes. So like one of them just there. That looks really nice. Like the saturation isn't quite as strong in like there. I feel like you put more of these signs about the place. And then do we need like an instructive sign somewhere here? Or maybe these chests need a bit of well, if I start attaching stuff to the chests, the problem is that you try and click on the chests, right? And so that quickly becomes annoying. Yeah, okay then. So now we need this one. What colour do we want to make it? I feel like lime. Or no, actually, look, we got green and pink. Like, I think we go with green for that, like, the subtlety of the other colours also in the area. And I just noticed that glow ink isn't in that one. Kind of feels like it should be, but this is just showing like the use case, right? Where is glow ink? Yeah, where is glow ink? Oh, there it is. Okay. So first of all, we've got to write on it. What is this thing called? Is there like a sign over here somewhere? Swap items that you deem of equal value. How to use twinkly trash trays. Downstairs to common bulk items. It's twinkly trash trade, isn't it? Twinkly trash trade junk depot is what we've got to call it. And remember, the other sign is smaller, so let's start with that one. TTT Junk Depot. I think we're going to need a lectern. Oh, that is like really luminous. Ah, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. It's more lime now, isn't it? TTT Junk Depot. Maybe we can mess around with the colours a little bit. Like, what does yellow look like? Oh, that's better. That fits in way better. There you go. TTT Junk Depot. Then we need, like, a lectern. Where would lectern be in this one? Maybe a grindstone just hanging around somewhere here as well. Oh, that don't work. That don't work at all. That's kind of cool. The lectern. Can it just sit somewhere over here to the side? Could possibly go in that gap at the back. It could go right where that is. Don't want to put it in the floor. Doesn't Depot have a tier? Well, lucky for me! Aha! Yes! Just enough. That is the best feature of this update. That is the best feature of this update. Okay? Oh my god, thank you, Mojang. You did something right. ZF1, thank you for 4 months. Hello, X, been watching you since season 1. And glad to be able to subscribe, even with the Prime. Also, love your new album. Tango streamed it the other day. It was very good. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed the music. Stowser21, thank you for the Prime subscription. Appreciate it. Almost 700 peeps tuned in. Be sure to hit the follow button. And linktree.xisuma.co. Why do I not have a button to press for this? Yeah. Go there, click on the album art, and check out my record. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. It's on all the major streaming platforms. It's free. You can download it on Bandcamp. You got all these options. Go check it out. Soulside Eclipse 1 is the name of the record. Yeah, again, like the granite here just ain't doing it for me. Let's get more of that that wood back in. So I might just have to craft a bunch. Yeah, that feels much better that way. Sort of connects it to the path a bit more. Okay, anyway. Lectern. Still don't know where to put this thing. Maybe under here. Like, is it obvious? It doesn't feel obvious. It looks odd. Just there. Here. Just feels odd wherever I put it. Maybe in front of that pot. Ah! Now that it's next to something, it feels a little more like, oh, come over here. Look, and then it lines up with that. Read this. Okay. Next up, we need book, feather, ink. How conveniently placed together those are. What a coincidence. Okay. How do I write in this thing? There we go. Welcome to the Twinkly Trash Trade. Was that? Oh god, I gotta go look it up. Twinkly Trash Trade, yeah. Welcome to. That's why it sounds weird. Welcome to Twinkly Trash Trade. Now you've already seen the TTT, so let's put it there. And maybe quote this. Twinkly Trash Trade. I want it more in the middle, so like do that and then add that, yeah. Welcome to Twinkly Trash Trade. Now you need the again. Welcome to the TTT Depot, Twinkly Trash Trade. We're sorting into, what is that thing called again? Common bulk items. So, for boxes for to be sorted. Here you can deposit all items and shulker boxes to be sorted into the common. Let's quote that a bit. facility located down the road. Now, I kind of want to put this all on one page, right? So, like, after depositing items, you can watch them swirl, which is weird. Okay, here you can deposit all items in shulker boxes. To be sorted. This doesn't feel like a lot of ways to strip this down. They will be sorted into the common. To be sorted into the common bulk storage. Get rid of the word facility, right? Located down the road. How can you say after depositing and make that smaller? Like, after depositing items, I guess you don't need items. After depositing, you can watch, and then you got to use the word again. Items / shulker boxes. Shulkers instead of shulker boxes. Oh, okay, yeah. Shulkers. Items and shulkers. It makes sense to be sorted into the common box storage located down the road. After depositing, you can watch. I'll say your, so it makes it clear it's the ones you just put there. You watch your items swirl in the vortex. Or almost. Let's just put water. There you go. All on one page. We haven't tested this thing yet, by the way. Well, I got some items that I can get rid of. Here's where I find out. Oh, no, no, no. There you go. There you go. It's doing its thing, yo. It's doing its thing. It's coming out all the sides. It's swirling around. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful redstone magic in action. Dang, you gotta love it, don't you? You gotta love it. Right, so that junk got swirled. Get swirled! That's our little slogan for today. You could have the welcome part on one page and the instructions on the next. Ah, yeah, maybe, but let's just make it a one-page thing. It doesn't really need to be 2 pages. And that, my friends, is a wrap. Wrap. With some of this and some of that. Okay, now I need to figure out what I'm going to do with all these items, right? So, like, I can look at them and I can know some go back into chests, but some of those chests are full. So let's put all the full up stuff that needs to go back elsewhere at the top. Granite slab will probably fit right in. Which one's granite? This one? Okay, light sources. Don't have one for that. That's kind of it, really. That's kind of it. Isn't there another brown one here? The power of organisation, folks. Get organised. Get your life together. Jeez. Makes everything easier. What one's there? Brown? Oh, wasn't it like that way around? Huh, I don't know. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And everything else is pick up to go. Right, now. I'm going to put a little more trash in the system. Some of this is not trash though. Yesterday, after we streamed, I had made a horrendous mistake. One that meant I had to spend another half hour fixing stuff. Because we hooked up this water stream. Oh, by the way, we should check if they, you know, make it safely. Yep, there you go. They make it. Let's follow them across. So, the water stream dumps items into hoppers. And the issue was the hoppers were hooked up to the system, and so the system ran and it broke again. And it was an absolute... Oh, God. Oh, God! Gave myself a heart attack! I thought that I broke the connection here. I broke it there. Oh, man. Okay, that's where I... God, what do I do to myself? I guess I can also pick up these boxes since I'm hopefully done in this area. Like, I'm waiting for Cass to get back to me, and then might have to make 1 or 2 final changes, but this thing should then be finished, hopefully. Yes, that was a derp. You get your 1 for the stream. Oh, the fiends can rejoice. Alright, rejoice away, fiends. You got your derp. Do you feel happy? Are you satisfied? Walker says, I think things haven't changed. Derps don't stop. Apparently not. Chat goes wild. Look at that. Beautiful. We did that today. I really enjoyed that, actually. I think having little building projects to do might be a cool, fun thing to do for the time being. Let's just take a step back. Let's, like, view it from some different angles. You know, maybe the block palette doesn't fit in so well. If I'd have thought about that a little sooner, maybe I should have gone for, like, yeah, more of this grey. Huh. Bit late for that now. But hey, maybe the contrast is good, right? Maybe if we come and build something else in this area, just where I'm standing here, and we make it out of oak, bamboo, it might complement it. You never know. Keeps things interesting, makes it stand out. Yeah, I guess it does. Definitely going to bring you over here to the TTT Junk Depot. And now all of this is done back here. You know, the whole project is pretty close to being done, which is great. My friends, have got to wrap this one up. Funkmaster Iron, thank you for your 8 months of support, my dude. That's greatly appreciated. We're going to have to go look for someone to raid. While I do, just want to say a big thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Thanks to the mods, the peeps, the Patreons, people gifting subs. Y'all are appreciated. I'm going to send you over to Iskal today, who's playing some Vault Hunters, which we were talking about earlier. Anyway, that's it. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.